Get ready for the most awkward intro ever.
Training zones. Get them right and you can turn into a magical unicorn. But get them wrong and you can still turn into a magical unicorn. Because you can be whatever you want to be and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And if you don't want to turn into anything, then that's also fine. Because you are enough.
In this video I'm going to talk about what is probably the most popular style for training zones, which is the 5-zone training model. Hopefully you'll get some tips from it. It'll have some practical examples of how to apply it. Everything's going to be geared towards running really, but it does work for anything endurance wise, so it's all about your heart rate. Okay, if you've got a heart rate monitor, brilliant. If you don't, you can work off an RPE, which is the rate of perceived exertion. Basically how hard you think you're working, with 0 being fast asleep or dead and 10 being you're about to die. Right, first and foremost, zone 1, the easy zone. Basically, you don't even have to worry about heart rate on this one. Your RPE, like a 2 and a 3, nothing major. Not even a 2, not even probably a 3, probably a 1 or a 2. But basically, you're going out for a walk, you're playing easy sport, you're not even thinking about it. Walking the dog, very good for recovery. Also good if you're preparing for a session and you're wanting to warm up essentially, but you're naturally going to go through this zone anyway, because unless you've got tachycardia or something, you're not going to be starting at like 90% of your max heart rate anyway. So yeah, easy zone, easy work, walking, best way of putting it. Zones 5. Right, probably the most popular and spoken about zone there is, yet also the most misinterpreted. This is the I could do this all day zone. So it's, again, still very easy. It's your base building zone. Heart rate's important on this one. Needs to be about 60 or 70% of your maximum heart rate. RPE 3 or 4, still very easy. Like I say, you could go a long time doing this. This is your base building zone. Now as a beginner, you don't need to worry about spending 80% of your time in this zone, because you're only running 3 times a week. Where's your intensity going to be? You won't improve if it's all easy. This is more important for athletes or people in general that do a lot of volume in the training. So if you're running like upwards, really, I would say 40 miles a week, you need to devote a good bit of time to zone 2. It'll build your base. It's a good moderate zone to keep you feeling fit and healthy. You're going to be able to do a lot of it. It means you're going to be able to put more effort in to your harder sessions and recover from them a lot quicker. But this is why you need to make sure you pay attention to your heart rate on this one, because heart rate goes up too high, you're working too hard, you won't recover. Heart rate is too low, you're not working hard enough, you're not going to make any adaptations. Zone 3. Now I am out on a zone 2 run, so here's something I made earlier. So zone 3 is where you start getting into the comfortably hard zone. You're looking at about 70 to 80% of your maximum heart rate. Again, RPE more important, around 7, 6 or 7. You're going to want this to last for about 30 minutes to an hour. We're looking at picking the pace up. With views like that, you'd spend most of the time running along roads, trying to pick off streets. I don't know. Zone 4. Why on earth do I choose to do this as a hobby zone? Because it hurts. I am having to do this just on my trot, because if I was in zone 4, basically I wouldn't be talking to you. Someone's building a house there, and I would absolutely love to have somewhere like that. Just pop out over your back gate and get to run up a load of hills. Oh, it'd be great. One day, when this YouTube channel takes off and I'm earning more than Mr. Beast, and finally, zone 5. The I'm about to die zone. This is 90% onwards of your max heart rate, 9 or 10 on the RPE scale. You want to be working really as hard as you can. This is all out sprinting, so it doesn't last very long, and then you need loads of recovery in between it to get the benefits from it, because you want to work as hard as you possibly can. It's all about developing maximum speed. For a lot of you, and me included really, it doesn't matter that much. So yeah, zone 5's all about maximum effort sprinting. It'll develop top end speed and power really. Can't sustain it for very long. If you are going to train it, it does get you some fast finishes in races right at the very end. What a lovely autumnal day. Now before I go, I probably should have mentioned how to actually work out your maximum heart rate. The general population one is the 220 minus your age, but that isn't that accurate. Bit more of an accurate formula I'll put up now. It's called the Tanaka formula. But if you want the utmost of accuracy, you need to conduct a lactate threshold test. I'll do one of those one day. They're pretty grim. Peace. That's Foot Warden.